everyone, and welcome to the commentary zone. As you enter the room, please don't forget to give us a little thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, the notification bell, tell a friend. Okay, so on the docket today, we have Seeking Sister Wife, Season 5, Episode 7, Seeking Answers. And what the Bojangles is wrong with my phone? Okay, guys. Alrighty, so I see you are all up in the chat already. So let's just say hi to everyone before we start. Hi, Lena. Hi, Tracy. And Lena says, these people can't annoy me or gross me out anymore. And then they manage to sink to new lows. Oh my gosh. Yes. Completely agree with that. And Tracy agrees with you too. Stuck on stupid. You know, I haven't heard that in quite a long time. And I think that is a very apt description of this cast. Okay. All right. So then Lena said, but I noticed something interesting with Samantha, the sister-in-law of the Maryfields. Tracy, what's that? So yeah, what's that? What did you notice? She kept referring to it as what happened to Roberta, not what happened with Roberta or what Roberta did. Oh. Jamal, you noticed that? Listen to what Lena said. Samantha, what's her name? Danielle, Maryfield's sister-in-law. She kept referring to it as what happened to Roberta, not what happened with Roberta or what Roberta did. That gives some implications, like some nefarious stuff. Like, what are we missing? Has anybody seen Roberta lately? Is she on like IG? Well, damn.
I didn't notice that. I'm not gonna be honest, because this whole episode bored me to tears. I didn't care about none of these people. Like, I was just sitting here like, this is all you're gonna give me?
Yes. Well, there has to be like one, like,
yeah, it does, but this was just, they could have done something way better than this, though.
Not really. Look at what they have. Look at what they have to work with. How much better do you think they're gonna give us? If you start with shit, you're ending up with shit.
That is true. Like, for this like, when you look at all these couples, here's the problem, and I want your thoughts on this. You bring us new couples, they're not entertaining. And then you're bringing like cult people in here too. I'm like, what is wrong with TLC? Do you not understand that we are more savants now of this, and we do research and people tracking stuff down all over the place?
But Jamal, just think about it. Regular schmegula people like me are not considering getting into plural arrangements. So you're getting these people who really want to be on the show and give a fake relationship. TLC buys into it because they really don't have any, like, this was the best that they could get. People like the Salahuddins, who are scrounging around on the internet and hanging out at the local billiards bar to pick up 26-year-olds. And the cultists, the Ryans, that's not their last name.
Nope.
But they're like, okay, so they don't really have a girlfriend because she's not going to appear on camera. And there's no way that they didn't know about that. But we dug into her past and found out that her stepdaddy was part of a cult and died in prison. So yeah, we're going to bring her on because this is the best that we can get.
That's sad.
But that's TLC.
I mean, at least entertain me. They're not entertaining.
This is the best that they could get, because don't forget, they are piecing together a pretend story for us to indulge in. And True. This is how bad it is, because we're sitting here and going, for real? Like, nobody can think of any other idea?
See, I think that's what it is for me. There was like no thought. It was very sloppy.
Need people like me and you to create the ideas.
I mean, I could give y'all a good
It could at
storyline.
least be entertaining.
Cause like we could see if it had been me. What's the people's name? The Ryans. Well,
Yeah.
the pretend
Yeah.
Ryans.
Mm-hmm.
I could have crafted a whole storyline for them. Because we'd have rode that cult situation for at least a good couple seasons. I could have rode that. I could have made a whole storyline around that. From it, yeah, we didn't milk that. But you don't give us the girlfriend who don't want to see y'all, who said don't come to my house, and you mad
Him
because
putting on chapstick and her in the car going, I need somebody.
he put on chapstick while old girl's underneath old dude. Okay, I guess. Just saying.
Right.
Just saying.
Maybe if he was better at dicking her down, she would have stayed.
Well,
I question whether he's really offering anything other than financials to these gals.
For real, he's like, I blindly was in love with Stephanie. I'm sitting here like, how?
To me, he's probably like a 2-pump Chuck, and who's gonna stay around for that? Whether you're paying for my gym membership or not, like I can find somebody else to pay my gym membership.
Right, you paying her gym membership for her to look good for somebody else. Okay.
All right, how about pay my mortgage too, so that
yeah,
somebody else could stay with me?
Right.
Now that would have been an interesting storyline.
Mm-hmm.
But and it's all about sharing. It's all about sharing. But apparently, Justin don't want to share his puss with any other person. So we see how it is. You expect the women to share you, but you don't want to share a woman. That would have been interesting. All right. So Lena says, it's just odd to me that if she actually felt like Roberta was in the wrong, wouldn't she be saying, after what Roberta did to my family or whatever? I think like she said that once, but in reference to the boys, didn't she say that? Roberta, how could Roberta do this to the kids?
No, she flips for everybody. She's never consistent what Roberta has done to people.
At
It's
one
always
point,
everybody.
Danielle said Roberta did something to her. Then she remembered that she said her, and then she substituted it with Garrick.
Yep.
Like, Roberta, Danielle's all over the place.
The first slip is when she said what Roberta did to me, and then she quickly changed it. Oh, what she did to Garrick. I'm like, no, you got it right the first time.
Mm-hmm.
You got it right the first time.
Lena says it's a weird subconscious language thing that's super interesting to me. Oh, interesting. Tracy, stop saying what I'm saying. Get out of my head. Okay. Hi, avoiding eye contact. So worth the wait. Thank you. Hi, Steven. Hope you're feeling well today. Oh my gosh, we have to send some prayers to one of our favorite people in the chat, Lil Real Red. I think that's her name. She's not feeling well. Her back is hurting. She's going for an ultrasound on her breast tomorrow. She's not sure if she could be in the chat today or tomorrow, but let's send some good vibes and some prayers her way so that she can feel better and come back and join us with her snarky comments, because we do miss her. Let's see. Okay. Hi, Brian. What a mess. Yes, Lena always has us thinking, always, and Tracy always has us giggling. Hi, Dustin. Yes, he does look good in that red, or like it's coming out a little orangey to me. But what color is it?
It's red.
It's red? Okay. It's red. He does look cute, doesn't he? Okay. Let's see who else is in here. Tracy. Nobody looking for Roberta. Sorry, not sorry. Tracy says this is the cream of the crop for TLC. It is. Lena says, LOL, remember when TLC stood for the Learning Channel? Yep. But this is not a baby story. We have come so far. Hey, Sunway. Not no more. Teeny little crisis channel. Oh, Jesus. That's true. The wholesome days of a baby story on TLC are long gone. They are. Um, I spat my coffee across the room. Jesus, go clean that up, girl. I don't think he does anything. Just fund their future. Oh, interesting.
I have a question for you. Since
Mm-hmm.
we've already discussed the Ryans, we're in the Maryfields, basically. Did you notice like how Sam was it Sam and Samantha? That's them, right? The brother
Yeah.
and sister.
Mm-hmm.
Their demeanor cracks me up because they're like, "Are you doing this shit again?" That's all they gave me was like what is they're like what is wrong with you? And
Yep.
was it Sam who said
One
like
of them said stupid. Wasn't it
right?
one of them who said he was stupid?
And then what? And then one was it Sam or somebody said like, well, Brazil didn't work out too well last time. Like, well, you know what?
Mm-hmm. They snarky because, like you said, they're all working for him or living with him and reliant on him. And they know, and this is making me think Danielle did not get a settlement.
Mm-hmm. I have to agree because the what's his name?
It was the
Sam
brother,
brought it.
Sam. Mm-hmm.
Yes, he brought up the fact like, well, he could just go to Brazil and stay and leave you, and
Here it is.
you feel like nothing.
Samantha said that Garrett was stupid, and Sam, the brother, says that it's frustrating. It, not him. It,
Mm-hmm.
like this whole situation.
Situation.
And I feel like he's probably not only working, but probably like a partner with Garrick.
No,
In
they're
the
partners. No, they're
They're
partners.
partners.
They're
So
partners.
this is
Yes.
concerning because if Garrick is running away to Brazil and not coming back, where does that put that company? And is Garrick stealing the money from the company in order to fund his life in Brazil?
But remember what they said at the beginning of the season. Sam brought that up. He's like, it cost you a lot of money last time. Meaning, like you better not be spending our money on some other chick. That's what that was.
Mm-hmm.
That's what that was. And I like Sam and Samantha because they give it to him straight. They sitting there looking at him like, "So God spoke to you, huh? Is that what?" And they're looking at him like, "That's what we're going with."
Mm-hmm. Yep. And Garrick just goes straight into like, well, we have to figure out what visa we're using, K1 or spousal. And they're just like, wait, what? And Samantha asks if Natalia is moving to the States. And Garrick says, well, she's just got her law degree and she wants to open up a practice. And Samantha's asked, like, does she need money for that? And Garrett responds, her dad has a really great job. But wait, hold up. She has a law degree that applies to Brazil.
Right.
So if she wants to open up her practice in Brazil, Garrett and her daddy can help her. Okay, one would figure as a junior lawyer, she would want to go into another firm first and, cut her teeth there and then branch out on her own if she has the funds, build a clientele that she can take with her, simple things like that. Because I'm sure that applies wherever you are a lawyer. However, if she's coming to the States, she's going to have to go back to school.
Right.
Because she learned all the laws in Brazil, but not the laws here. And not the laws for the state of Colorado or wherever they decide she's going to practice, because she'll have to go back to school. I'm not sure for the duration if she'll need a full law degree or if she can apply some of her. I don't even know. But anyway, she'll have to go back to law school. She'll have to sit the bar again. Oh, and let's not forget, she'll have to learn English. Because I think at one point he said, well, if she could get on with a company where she could speak another, like, I was like, wait, what? And be what?
Right.
She can't even be a paralegal.
Mm-mm.
Like, it's not making any sense. It's just not. And then that's when Sam asks if there's going to be a prenup. because Garrett and Danielle are divorced. So he wants to know where Danielle is left. And what if Natalia takes everything from Garrett in a divorce?
Mm-hmm.
And I think Danielle mumbles something about, oh, we're going to have to talk about that. I'm like, wait, what? What? Danielle, are you asking your brother to bring up these things because you can't?
Exactly.
Um, and then I also noticed Garrett goes off into his Bible talk. And it's like whenever a question comes up where he knows he only has a cockamamie answer or no answer to, he starts talking about, God blowing him. And it's just what? Why? Like, oh my
That's his
God. And
default, and it's like annoying. I hate when he does that. I'm like, oh, don't do that.
but again, cheers to Danielle, because just when you thought you were like in first class on the stupid bullet train, heading to Dumbville, where these people live, we see the secret recordings of her and Garrick again.
Oh my, this is what we
The
need on our
real Garrick
screen. The
finally
real,
showed up.
yes.
The real Garrick finally showed up, and he's like, I'm not for this life. I can't stand you, Danielle. Fuck you and them two kids. I don't give a shit if Natalia ain't answering you. She's answering my call. And she's answering my questions. And she told me to come down there for a month to dick you down.
That part.
But Danielle is there fussing about somebody not responding to a text message.
Right.
Girl, you now worrying about your husband leaving you and running away with her?
After he's already divorced you, though. We have to remember that he's already divorced you.
But she's not remembering that part. You and I are
No,
remembering that part, but she's not
because
remembering
she
that
because she
part.
still refers to them as a marriage. Did you catch that?
Mm-hmm.
I'm like,
Boo, from the time he started calling you sister, I've always wondered about that, because I wonder if he ever tells people online that he's meeting to, like, as potential sister wives, that Danielle's his sister and that's why she's so involved. That would be weird.
hmm.
Have you ever wondered that? And that those kids are her kids and not my kids? That would not, I wouldn't put it past him, to be quite honest. But then we see the biggest fake scene of ever. Garrett and his best friend from 5th grade, Bill, we see them walking their mountain bikes to a park bench.
Bill
And
is
Garrett
hilarious.
says something about a 50-mile ride, but his friend was in jeans. Who rides in jeans?
No one.
So this show frustrates me because it's the dumbest little things that give away how fake this thing is.
But basically, Bill said, to sum it up, Bill's like, oh, this is Garrett using some more dumb shit. I was like,
But you
Bill,
notice Bill cared more for Danielle and the kids' feelings than Garrett did.
yes.
Oh my God. Garrett is on his way to spend a month in Brazil so that Natalia can slob his knob. I have lost track of where their storyline is going, because what's her name? Myrna coming in from Michigan, and we seeing Danielle pregnant in the talking heads, the one-on-ones. But when does she get pregnant? Before he goes to Brazil? Is that the only reason why he comes back? Is because Danielle finds out she's pregnant? When does Danielle leave him for a month? Or is it Garrick left her for a month and then
And she said, and she saw, I know that separation is good for us, but because our relationship is not in the best of place, you think? Again, ma'am, he divorced you. Well, you divorced him. He convinced you to
Yeah.
divorce him. So, ma'am, you haven't been in a good place in a long time. Probably since before you got
Yeah.
married.
But again, I love her confessionals where like she's secretly like message to Cody Brown. This is how you do a secret confessional in a bathrobe, lying down on your side in the fetal position with your hair all over the place, not sitting up in somebody's closet. Like really looking like you're in pain and devastated at the loss of Ick. Like this is how you do it, Cody Brown. Say what you want about Danielle Maryfield, but she gives a good manic breaking down one-on-one with snot thrown in occasionally. I love it. Let's see. Yes, lit. Okay, lit real red. Yes. Thank you. She hasn't been feeling well. Thank you, Stephen, for that. I don't know why I always think little red in my head. But yeah, she's not feeling well. So let's send her all the good vibes in the world. Let's see. She's very specifically said what happened to Roberta. The Roberta situation makes sense, but that phrasing doesn't. Ooh, there you go. Look at all these great comments. Oh, you guys are so sweet. Somewhere says Danielle must be super hormonal the way she behaves. What was her excuse during their first season? I mean, she was really freaking out back then. Oh, I was reading somewhere that their court scene where they got the divorce, that was probably a reenactment because no one was going to let the TLC cameras in a real courtroom. But back then, y'all did it good. What went wrong? What went wrong? Ryan says she knows they did that woman wrong with the financial control and expecting her to leave her sick mama for their weird games. Correct. I think Roberta was paid in full considering how many times she had to have sex with Ick. She was paid in full for services rendered. There you go. And she got braces out of it. Danny definitely got Prego on purpose to secure some funding in the event. Yes. It's unfortunate that he keeps on picking women in Brazil, though. So if I was her, I would start locking him out of bank accounts. And Sam, since you're in business with him, assume control of the company bank accounts.
Right.
Do what they did to my Mia's husband on Real Housewives of Potomac. Lock him out of all the bank accounts. He's not mentally stable anymore. Sam was like, you getting a prenup. What happens if you marry this new girl? Someone moves on and you don't have a prenup. Yep. Is concerned with his own family business. Garrick just blowing through their money. Yep. I read on an episode guide of Seeking Sister Wife that Danielle fly down to Mexico. I think it's next or the one after that one. What's she going back to Mexico for? Is she going to meet Natalia? Oh my God. If Natalia comes from money, why is she messing with these boobs? Probably these bobos. She's probably trying to come to the States. I think that's it. Garrick just was flying around playing with the locals. Yep. Nobody who sees this woman on the show is about to let her be their lawyer. She makes terrible choices. But have we even seen like a certificate? What do you call not a certificate, a graduation, a diploma.
A diploma.
Yeah, have we seen that? Have we seen a transcript? Like, what was her GPA? What kind of good job her daddy got?
I have a feeling her daddy must be somebody kind of important because they was dancing around that kind of fierce. Like, he's a really good job. He does well. I'm like, That man said, "Don't you put my name out there? It's bad enough my baby's on here with you."
If we find out after this that she's actually an actress, and this is to build up her resume or something for acting, that would be all right. I'd like that. So true, Ryan. But some people are just book smart. She may not have to go to law school if she comes here, but she needs to learn English. She still has to learn the laws here, because I was wondering about this as well. The law school she went to, she might get away with some of the basics, but for real, she knows Brazilian law, but that's not American law. And she, like, a la Kim Kardashian, like, I don't even know what
It's like, for
Kim with
example,
her mail away courses
like
for law.
for example, just because you can practice in California doesn't mean you can practice in New York. You have to go. You have to learn New York
Take the
law and pass the
bar.
bar in New York. So
Yeah.
very
Yeah.
similar.
Yeah. So she would have to, like, take some schooling again and then sit and pass the bar. And if what's her name? Not Gina. Emily's husband is anything to go by. How many times did he take the bar before he
Three,
finally
right?
passed it?
3 or 4.
Something like that. She could try over and over again, wasting Garrick's money. Hopefully she'll learn English by that time. So good for her. Maybe it's traffic court. Oh Jesus. Unless Natalia have a plan to take them for all they got, maybe he does seem to attract that type of person. Danielle said, we've thought a lot about that, but it was so very clear it had never occurred to her. No, it occurred to her. She just can't. She probably tried to voice it to Garrick, and he was like, no, ma'am, because I'm in charge here, and the Lord blew on me, and God told me this is what I need to do, and it really don't include you right now. And
Right.
and her biggest mistake was getting divorced and not getting a settlement.
You said that through the whole you said that through the whole thing too.
Where is the settlement? You had 2 minor children, and your man is telling you, I need to get more puss because yours isn't good enough and yours doesn't satisfy me. And all of these years that we stayed together, it just wasn't enough. So then I'd have been like, okay, that's a fair statement. So let's go through the bank accounts and I'll tell you what is enough for me and how I feel with you telling me that I and me and my puss are not enough. Me and my children are not enough. Me building up your fucking ass over all of these years and your company and all of your lies, we're not enough. Let's talk about that. And I'll have my attorney talk to you and your attorney because I'm done talking to you because I don't want to go to jail.
Mm-hmm.
We would have done that instead of sitting down in fake court crying and blowing snot bubbles and giving him everything that he wanted. You want me to go along with this bobo scheme? Okay, pay up. Because there's no guarantee that you're going to have anything after all of these girls from God knows where that you want to fill your harem with are done with you.
1,000%.
You know?
So since we spent a lot of time on them, let's get through this. The Salahuddins, some young child, they weren't feeling her.
Hold up. They was down at the pool hall and they met her. And they didn't realize that 1, at 26, and 2, when she opened her mouth, and 3, the wig that was twisting up on top of her head, that she was not what they wanted. What did they think that was going to change? Like, how drunk were they? What did they think was going to change between the pool hall and the wine bar? And don't tell me that you need somebody to come there looking dressed, because I guaranteed you she had on more clothes at the wine bar than she did at the pool hall the night before. So, I see you, Naeem. You want a lady in the streets and a freak in the sheets. I see you. Okay. We need somebody older. How do you go from Keisha to her?
Right.
he gets on my nerves. There's something about him that just really irritates me. And I just realized I haven't been putting up anybody's pictures, but y'all should know who everybody is by now. I'm sorry. I've forgotten. I'm tired of the guy who has named his peen God, and eventually it talks to him a lot. Oh my God. He told her family they were washed over with the Holy Spirit. You know, the thing he said was a reference to, oh my God. Okay, so that's why his God allows premarital sex. God, oh, that is so weird. But then again, he's made a justification for that because once the person accepts the proposal, they're married. So that's why he could dig all up in their craw. I'm just saying. Just saying. Garrick said, F them kids. Yep. Homework. Natalia keep giving Danielle. Oh my God. Natalia wants nothing to do with Danielle because I think she realizes that Danielle is super needy.
Right.
And she realizes that Danielle can't sign a check or send a wire transfer. So she's just dealing with the person who has authority to do that. And that's ick. I read on an episode, guys, you can see like that Danielle fly down to Mexico. Okay. Did I slide back? I'm not sure. Danielle gives great breakdown. Yes. Full on girl interrupted. Yes. Yes, she does. She's very good at it. We need to give credit to Danielle because honestly, sometimes it's the only reason why I watch this show. It kept us thoroughly entertained during their first season. I'm not going to lie. Me off to confession again, but I'm not Catholic, so maybe that's the issue. Don't worry, they'll take all sinners. Just put an extra coin in the donations plate. It was like life is just beer and skin. She knows how to play crazy. Can they sue Garrick for misappropriation of company funds for his? Ooh.
Well, not if he's an account holder.
Right, but they shouldn't be using company funds for sexcapades.
True, but it depends. It depends on, do you want to sue your own family member?
Yes.
Well, I would, but I'm just saying.
She went full Winona. Misspoke. She not playing crazy. I think it is real. Oh Lord. How many times have you been divorced because I want you for my lawyer? Really? No. I've actually never been married. I'm smart. I know I couldn't handle it. So I ran. So let's see. Naeem wants to get his feet wet and it's the perfect opportunity for a tune-up. Child. I think get his feet wet and perfect opportunity for a tune-up is like catchphrases for, since Nyla will now be monitoring my cheaterization, let's go through all the motions now in this new way instead of me ducking and hiding and lying to her as I did before. Let's do the feet wet tune up thing now that she thinks she is monitoring my cheating. That's what I think. What high school did they find this little girl at? She said the wine tasted like fruit snacks.
I was just like, okay.
I was wondering what she got to eat. She got a burger and potato chips, like crisp, like not French fries. And she was sitting there eating one by one in the littlest pieces, like she was a 2-year-old. Girl, I don't know. Alexis was there for a free burger and those chips. The taste testing of liquor, wine was so strange and immature. It was giving me R. Kelly vibes. It wasn't even that. My issue with it is you thought this person was okay at the pool hall, but then she suddenly wasn't okay when she was in front of you at the wine bar. It's the
She wasn't.
same chick.
She lacked maturity all of a sudden because she wanted to date your husband without you there. That's called thing on that. That's where she became the wrong person. I do believe that because she
No.
was cool until that point.
For Nyla, yes. But for Naeem actually thought that this is what I said earlier. He want a freak in the sheets and lady in the streets. He wanted somebody who was going to, don't forget, like a little bit with the Muslim thing, be a little bit more conservative, dress appropriately for the situation. So I guess he thought, like, with her kit that she had on at the pool bar, that it was appropriate there, but she showed up with the same thing but in a different
Right.
color with her cooter hanging out. And he was like, wait, but we're in a proper place now. We at the wine bar. Why are you not dressed? Why are you not look like? As soon as she told me 26 at the pool bar, I'd have been like, so you got an older sister?
Right.
Where your mama at? Anyone? Anyone other than you? I don't get it. I feel bad for the girl because basically her pay was that burger and those potato chips and $30. That was it. He didn't even let her finish her food before he excused her. It was the biggest bum rush that I've ever seen in a long time. And it was disrespectful to the young lady who did you a favor by trying to give you a plot line and give you some sort of relevancy on this show, because up to this point, you have been zero, nil, nothing. We like your mother better than you.
True.
Oh. The Salahuddins are boring as hell. I'm sorry. There's just no point in paying attention to them. Oh, God. All right. So let's go on to the next person. She needed Capri Sun to wash down that burger. Her glass had too many bubbles. Looked like grape juice, not wine. Oh, my God. No ceremony needed. Oh, my God. Natalia is weirded out by Danielle. I would be too. Yeah. She tried to, play tonsil hockey with me. No. Or does Danielle look like she wants to consume Natalia? Look, I feel at this point Danielle has realized she's not getting any sort of settlement, so she might as well share the puss. That's it. Also, Alexa's mama, so unserious. You did an excellent job of voicing the silent suffering of the wives. In my opinion, compensation for all those bathroom cleanings. Oh my God. Or look at her and have her disappear. Okay. Maybe that's it. It's weird to me and a bit creepy. It is. Some of these some of these couples are a bit creepy. That girl in My Mary Cosby Voice was clueless that they weren't feeling her. Maybe they told her what to say. You never know. Maybe, I don't know. She met up with them to consider a plural lifestyle. Like, does she understand what all that involves? Ew. And then trying to work around Nyla, who said what the rules were. First, we get to know each other as, three persons, and then we can do the one-on-one dates with Naeem. And she was like, maybe my way is better. Are you just trying to be a mistress? It just came over real weird. Like a father, mother, and a daughter out to dinner, not a couple out at a they don't. Nobody who doesn't immediately defer to her is going to be good enough of a fit for Nyla. Let's be so honest. Yeah, I think she has set her bar really high. I think this is all part and parcel of letting Naeem think that she's okay with him cheating if she approves of it and if she manages the situation, but she'll like micromanage it. Ugh. Don't agree to it if you're not in agreement with it.
Pretty much.
If he wants to go and cheat, then let him, and then consult your attorney, and your attorney can talk to him and his attorney and call it, call it Wally. My God. Even then she won't like her. No. And they don't do a date one-on-one, just threesome couple dates. Yeah, initially while they're getting to learn each other or get to know each other. I think that's fair enough, especially if they want her to move into the same house. I think you need to like the first wife as well as the husband. Um, for sure, but it'll be an immediate no with someone who pushes back. Alexis was confusing being a sugar baby side piece with polygamy. Yeah. She probably couldn't hear over the music at the billiards place. So, but they didn't really explain anything to her there. They were too busy criticizing and critiquing everything about her. But okay.
True.
As if Naeem is that great. Because you would have been hella mad if she sat back and judged you like how you were judging her all evening. Who else was on this shit show? The Davis family and the Ryans. We talked about the Ryans, yeah, because they were only a little bit. Okay, so with the Davises, oh my God,
this is a nothing burger. This thing, this family makes me so mad because it has so much potential, but they're making the storyline with Danielle possibly leaving, and I just don't care. I don't. If she leaves, she leaves.
But here's the thing, though.
Whining and crying and, oh my God, we need you to put in blood that you're never gonna leave our family again because we want to date another woman. Like, I'm not trying to listen to that all season, but that's what they're gonna give us all season.
But here's the thing. She has such a catastrophic meltdown that she ran away from home with her plants and leased an apartment elsewhere, and then came back. And you think after 2 weeks that she's all good now with getting a wife when she wasn't 2 weeks ago? Okay. Hi, Tina, listening from work. Make sure you pay attention to your work, not to us.
They have been such a nothing burger. They were way more interesting when he was just a stay-at-home dad, like reading about the universe and building his MLM. They should really just stuck with that storyline. Danielle should never be the anchor of her storyline. She can't handle it. She can't handle it.
Let's see, because it seems like she's going to be the one to save the day when they bring in the ratchet girl next week. And Danielle, with her mighty false eyelashes, which are really getting on my nerves, she's going to show everyone who this girl really is. Let's hope. Were they even talking? I couldn't take my attention off Danielle's saggy she consistently wears that Freddy Krueger shirt with no bra. And oh my God, my mother taught me to have proper foundation garments. So even if you are sagging, at least when you have on your clothes, you're looking like your bits are in the right place. Take note of that, Danielle. Ugh. Danielle Davis is lying in those women's faces and telling us, the audience, the opposite of her confessionals. As usual, she's been doing that since last season, and she's doing it again this season. I'm done with her. And what the hell is Nick? Oh, gosh. I'm with you, Jamal. They were way better when he was sitting reading his pamphlets and reciting it to them like a kid at a show.
Yes.
It's amazing what a 12-foot bed will do for a person. I guess they don't have to do recitals anymore. Tracy, who dresses like that to go smash glass? I'm surprised the place didn't make them wear coveralls. Who wants glass shards in their tatas? Well, I don't know. I don't know. Why would she go out in the day with that shirt on though? Like, isn't that like a nighttime shirt?
At the end of the day, they're just boring. Boring. They made
I
me.
don't
Luckily,
know.
we get Shane and what's a face back. Thank goodness.
They're not that much better. And
But they're
shouldn't
better than
she be
this.
like,
They're better than this. To see Shane have a. I'm sorry, Shane. This is no offense to you, but you're all we have for this season, so this falls on you. Seeing
no?
him having a breakdown by losing his woman to another woman is entertaining to me. They just, they're the most entertaining couple on this season.
But if we're talking about Sarah, Sarah is more attracted to Shane than she is to the Ashley.
Which is what we love. Like this is what we
But why
love
isn't he picking it up on that and like make sure
because
that he get his piece of Sarah
because because he,
behind
because
Ashley's back?
because he's too focused on keeping Ashley by
But
his
Ashley
side.
don't want him.
Right.
His use for Ashley is done and over with when she got pregnant with the second kid.
Mm-hmm.
She got her heir and her spare. She's done.
Yes.
Ovaries are closed and uterus shut down.
They're all on different pages, and it's fantastic to watch. We
Oh
have
my
one
God.
bone. Let me enjoy it. Thank you.
Okay, so wait, what are y'all saying? I'm thinking the same way. For the TV, Tata, Shane is realizing he's married. He married a lesbian. He only now figuring that out. Child.
Yes.
That was more of a pool hall outfit. Yep. All right, y'all. I think we got everybody, right?
Right. This was just a
Right,
bum episode. This was just a bum. This is not even a good filler episode. It's just a bum episode.
but it was like 7. We got all the way to 7, and we haven't
True.
complained so much.
Right. I think what happened. This is that episode that kind of it was. You can kind of tell this was that episode. It's like they kind of ran out of stuff. Like they had to
Mhm.
stretch some things out a little bit. If you know what I'm saying, because
Yeah.
it's not good. It's not good filler. It's just like you stretch this.
You know why it was filler and why it feel like a stretch? Because we had the Davises. Was it the Davises in for just that one little blip, and he was like in and out. They got back home, took off their shoes, and I
True.
think he said he was going to the gym. What was the purpose of putting that on our TV
Oh, that was
screens?
that was the Ryans.
That was the Ryan.
That was the Ryans. Yes, yes, yes.
Yes, yeah. So they had the smallest
Because he moved on so
part.
quick too. That was the
Yeah.
funny part. He's
Like
all,
he was like, he came home, he was like, whatever, I'm going to gym. And that was it. Why did we need to see that?
oh, that's true. Because like when that they're short, we got too much of the other three, and they all suck except for the Maryfield. But the Maryfields can carry the whole. Thank you, Debbie. You always bring it back for me. Okay, that makes
The
perfect sense.
Maryfields always play their part and then some.
Yes.
It's just the remaining cast that kind of are hit or
Yes.
miss. And some of
Right.
them are always miss.
Yes.
But when we have Ashley and Shane on, they are like a Maryfield 2.0 because
True.
they are giving. We like them. We like them. Oh my God. What a mess. But Maryfield mess is coming. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And wife worker number 4 is interviewing with the Davises. Ugh. I
Expanding
don't
the
like that lady.
trying to expand that MLM. I stand by that.
I think you need to pre-qualify like credit score and bank
Yes.
statements to come into the
Mm-hmm.
MLM. I
I
really do,
agree.
because it seems like they're really scraping the bottom of the barrel to help pay the mortgage. Like I'm with Danielle Davis on this. I don't like this new girl, and I would like to see more of Miriam. When is Miriam coming from Michigan to meet Ick? Does he even go to Brazil? I don't see how we can work in him going to Brazil. How is that possible? We only have 14 episodes this season, so we're halfway through. Maybe one of these couples will drop off.
Mm.
Keep your fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. The Sherwoods or whatever, the lesbian and the clueless one. Oh, Jesus. the Sherwoods.
Oh, not the lesbian. Okay.
I really do need to see if I know someone who knows them because I mean, see. I think we could eliminate Boston because I don't think they're in Boston. Word on the YouTube streets is that the Ryan lady is the stepdaughter of yes.
Yes.
Yeah. We heard who was it that gave us that? Sunway?
I think it was somebody. Yeah, some way
Or
or
Ryan.
it's not some way around. Yeah, I think it was
Yeah.
sarcasm.
Okay. Somebody gave us that information. The Salahuddins can drop off. I agree. Thank you,
needed.
Kelly.
They could have left the Salahuddins off. They could have left them off and give us.
They should
more
have never
Sherwoods.
started. They should have never started because let's just agree that their storyline was non-existent from the beginning.
It was. I mean, here's the whole thing. If you're gonna play into the religion thing, the Muslim thing, fine, but you need to
go all the way
in.
Mm-hmm.
You can't just mention it and then just stop.
Yeah, because they don't have the money. That's the problem with it. They don't have the money, and they wouldn't get the approval from the imam to get the second wife. Because you heard what Auntie Mama what's the mother's name? Not Nayla. Jamila. Is it Jamila?
Jamila?
Yes.
Jamila.
Like
yeah.
Mama Jamila came in and said, so you're gonna give her a separate house? Because she know the rules.
Right.
She know the rules.
And then they quickly said, oh, no, we're not going to do it that way. I'm like.
Wait, just the tip? Just the tip of what? Oh, my God. But, yeah, I think they would have done better to leave the Salahuddins off and just leave it at the remaining couples.
Right, or bring back the other couple we liked from a couple seasons ago that was like really stable that we could root for. You could have brought them out just to put them in for someone to root for and they would just make everyone else look that much messier.
You mean the guy who was a pharmacist but ran a farm?
Yes.
But they were real polygamists. This show ain't about real polygamists.
Right.
These are about cheaters. They should name this show Seeking Sister Wife as a Cheater.
Oh
all we're missing is night cameras and people running behind other people because this would be cheaters. Let's just call a thing a thing.
Y'all may not like me for this. Just work with me here. You know what this show really needs? Pillow talk. This show with pillow talk for Seeking Sister Wives will be gold.
And get polygamists to do real polygamists who pray to the Lord and all of that, like a real Lord, and not have a Lord blow on them. But yeah, this would be hysterical. TLC, run Jamal his check. I can't stand TLC. Y'all struck us once, and yet y'all will not contribute to any of the fabulous storylines that we give you. Why do we keep covering your shows? Let's see. Seeking Side Pieces. That's a good title. We're gonna need you to cut off, Ryan, a percentage as well. Who would be the Pillow Talk cast for this mess? Well, this will be the cast. Oh, well, the people who are judging, I would want the real polygamous guy from Sister Wives, the one that they always used to compare Cody to.
The Dodgers.
Right. I would want them. I would want the farmer guy and his wife, because both of them have kids now. Both wives have kids now. So yeah, I would want them back. and like any sort of polygamous that is nice and not Cody Brown, basically. Uh-oh. Is that your timer?
That was
You
me.
have to wrap it up?
In about 5 minutes.
Okay. All right. So Becky Ryan and Justin Ryan creep me out so much. Yes. Yes. That's not even their last name. That Ryan is his middle name. They didn't use their real last name. That should have been a big ding 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 for us, but whatever. They have to be funny though. We don't care about being funny. They could sit down and recite how this is wrong in the eyes of their Lord, and
Oh,
I
and
would be
Roberta.
happy with it.
And Roberta.
Oh yeah, and Leah.
Yeah, so that's who Lena
Mm.
said. Leah, the black girl who dated the
Uh,
Garrick, Joe
oh,
Dodger,
oh.
Christine Woolley, and
Mhm.
Roberta.
Ooh, 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 ooh. Christine Woolley. Yes, yes. Oh my God. Okay, guys. All right. So I have to schedule the show for tomorrow, but I still have to figure out the thumbnail. But tomorrow we're gonna do the preview for season 4, 90 Day Fiance, Love in Paradise, and then season 2, MILF Manor.
And I think they changed up the format for MILF Manor, but I'm not sure.
They have, because there's a surprise. We don't know what it is yet, but there's a surprise. Could this get any grosser? They're gonna want them to have like relations with their own children this time. I don't know.
Are they even having the sons this time? Because remember, I think last year they had picked the photos of the mothers and the sons, and I haven't seen any photos of the mothers and the sons together.
No, the women are all by themselves.
That's what I thought. And why do all the women look like actresses? That's just me.
They probably are.
All of them.
But we're gonna go through their what their personal revelations are that they gave us. We'll get a picture of them. We'll go through it. With Love in Paradise, they're now in Malta
Malta.
with a man who got 71 kids and 6 on the way. He's a sperm donor.
And
And he
then
doesn't know if he want to give that up once he gets married. And the 61-year-old hairstylist from New York with Aaliyah from Brazil,
Zill.
who he first met as George.
Yes.
Guys, come back tomorrow. We'll go through all of it with you. Buckle up. These should be 2 very interesting shows. Moms and daughters, all lesbians. That's a good idea. It's a good idea. Or Barbie could bring in all of her old colleagues from the strip
Right.
club.
That's what I was thinking personally.
Mm-hmm. But we shall see. We shall see. No, you didn't miss the preview. That's tomorrow. We'll go through all of the ladies from MILF Manor and their specs, and we'll go through all of the couples for Love in Paradise and what a disaster that's going to be. So guys, bring your notes. No shows have started yet. MILF Manor is when? The 22nd, and
something like that, like the Monday.
Love in Paradise is the 28th.
Mm-hmm.
Or they could be reversed, one of the two. We'll figure it out. We'll talk about it tomorrow. Okay, guys, enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you for joining us. Thanks to all the new subscribers, everyone in our chat.
Uh-oh. Silver Goddess. Ooh. Ex-husbands would be hilarious.
Ex-husbands, nice.
That would be hilarious.
Can you imagine the pillow talk?
Ooh. But it's MILF Manor, so it has to be something with younger people. So I don't think ex-husbands would fit.
Oh,
it wouldn't really fit. But that's a great idea for a show, though.
Well, whatever it is, I'm sure. Keep your vomit buckets right next to where you're sitting while watching this show, because it's going to be.
God just gave me an idea for a new show, Divorce Dynasty. Yep, TLC, run me my check.
Send them the idea. Do up a vision board and send them an idea.
Is when we get like what 6? We get 6 divorce saved, and we bring in all the ex-husbands. That would be a great show.
I have the perfect villa for it down in Panama.
We gonna just start writing stuff down.
Oh my God. Oh my God. All right, guys. Thanks for joining us today. We will see you back here tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern, 12 noon Pacific. For MILF Manor. They're MILF, so they have to be young people.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's like best friends or your best friend's kid.
Mm-hmm.
Your best friend gonna be there with you, egging you on, getting the D, and then in stroll her son, and you're like,
Oof. Oof.
And then you have to tell the best friend the next day what you did to him to corrupt him. Oh my God. All right, y'all. See you tomorrow. Until next time, Jamal.
Yep.
All right. Bye.